What up, what up, what up? It's Michelle Eldridge. Welcome to another video. I'm super excited to be here. I'm gonna clean this really quick. Should have done that before. My video tip number 1. Wipe your camera clean before going live. Even though that's not what this video is about. So, if you are catching this after the fact, then just say hey. Let me know what day and what time you actually caught this. That would be super awesome. And if you're catching this live, hello. Let me know what state you're in. What are you doing tonight? It's Memorial Day weekend for us, and we just came back from the park, and we went to the fair last night, and we're just all kinds of adventurous. So feel free to put this in your teen groups or anything like that if you feel like at any time that other people need to hear this, because I'm going to simplify what attraction marketing really truly is and how you can do it with ease and without so much overthinking of I need to know all these things, or what do I talk about? My life's not extraordinary. I'm boring. I don't leave the house. Like, there's so many perceived things that mean, like, there's so many perceived, I think, definitions of what people think attraction marketing is. And I'm going to give you some examples. Mind you, everybody knows that I learned from Ray and Jessica Higdon. So I'm going to just put that out in the forefront. I'm going to put my spin on some things and add to what I've learned and how it's worked for me. So I'm also going to preface this with attraction marketing's awesome. We all want people reaching out to us. We don't want them on Google finding somebody else. We want them reaching out to us because we're doing the work, right? We're the ones showing up. We want them to reach out to us. But you have to build that, right? I started with 125 Facebook friends, and I started with 0 Instagram. And it's fixing to be 2 years in just a couple days, and that's all. In entrepreneur time, that's baby time. 2 years is baby time, okay? So just understand that it may seem really glamorous, attraction marketing, and it is, and it's awesome, but don't stop reaching out. And I don't mean sending your link to random people or talking to people, hey girl people. I'm not saying that. But don't stop reaching out to people because you learned this, okay? I want you to use it, but I want you to use it in collection with reaching out. If you truly want to build your business and you do those 2 things, you won't be able to be stopped. And I'm just warning you, like I'm just letting you know, that's just the facts, okay? So let me get to it. Hey guys, how are you? First of all, a lot of people want to, like, what's my target market? Who am I even attracting? Like, how do I know what I'm even supposed to be talking about? Right? What do I even put in my bio? Should this be there? Should that be there? Should my company name be there? And I'm going to break that down for you first before we get into the rest. So, first of all, you are you. Okay? You were you before you joined your company, before you decided to do this, and you have to remember that, okay? You just added that into your life. It did not become your whole life and everything that you share on social media. It did not. So you have to remember that. But who were you? Who were you before you started your personal development when you joined your company? Because that's what we do, right? We focus on growth and all these things. Who were you, right? Were you like me? Were you broke? Your electricity fixing to go off, with no car, with a couple of kids, who'd always been a stay-at-home mom, who was unemployable, who felt guilty because I wanted more, who didn't have any friends, who, like, where do you fall? Maybe you were a person who wanted to be healthier, and your health was struggling, and you didn't really know what to do, and maybe your product come in and changed your life. Maybe you were somebody who was struggling to get things done, and you were having to force yourself to do everything, and your product come in and change your life. Who were you before You have to remember that because that's who you're talking to. That is your target market. You don't need to create an avatar or some made-up person that's nothing like you. Okay? Because the fact is, people can sense fake. People can sense when you're not being true to you. People can feel it in posts. They can feel it in live videos. They feel that from you. Okay? So the first thing is you have to understand that it's not complicated. You're talking to yourself. What would you have needed or wanted to hear prior that would have helped you? That's what you share. Okay? That's what you share. And then you break it down. You want to filter it. You don't want to be talking about everything, like all the things, because you're not going to attract everyone. You're going to attract your people. That's the only kind of people you want, right? So we're not for everybody. We're not going to be for everybody. The people that I'm for, you may not be for. And that's actually a fact. And that's good. There's plenty of people for everybody because no two people are alike. Okay? So now, you know who you're talking to. How do you know what you talk about? My life's not glamorous. I'm not this. I'm not that. This is how you know. Okay? What are you? What are you? What makes you you? It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. So for me, okay, I'm a Southern mom. Clearly, you can hear it in my voice. I am Southern. I've got a couple kids. So I'm a Southern mom, right? I love simple and classy makeup and beauty hacks. That's something that makes up me. Just two parts of me, okay? I'm a recovering addict that used to do all these things and shoot up every day, right? So that's me. I'm a rape survivor. I made it, right? That's me. And I'm leading a team, right? I'm leading a makeup team of women who want to build their confidence and their income, okay? So that's what I am, right? So what are you? Are you a dad? Are you a truck driver? Are you... Harley said she's not a truck driver. Okay, alrighty then. Are you a teacher? Are you a leader? Are you a mentor? That's enough. Okay, I got it. Are you... What are you? Right? Do you have anxiety and depression? Do you suffer from fibromyalgia? Do you... what are you? Who are the groups of people that by you sharing who you are, that you can impact? Who are those groups of people? Because we all have these things that makes us who we are. Okay? We all have them. Whether you suffered from child abuse in the past, or you were bullied all through high school, or you never felt good enough. You're like, for me, I'm rooting for the underdog because that's what I am, what I was my whole life. You have to understand who you are, and it doesn't have to be extravagant things, but that's how you find out what you're posting. Because remember, we're targeting you, right? People like you. So what you post is who you are. You filter your posts through that. So if it's not who you are, so for me, if it's not inspiring or motivating or helping somebody get a leg up, if it's not teaching somebody makeup or some kind of hack, or if it's not sharing my kids or something like that, or teaching my team something, I'm not doing it. So if it doesn't filter through that and pass, it's out. It's out. Because I don't try to take, I know what I know, right? And I don't know it all. Nobody does. But I know me, right? And I know what's helped me and what helps me along the way. And so that's what I share. And that's what you should share. So find out what it is. What is it, those 3 to 5 things that make you you? And talk about that. Okay? So now let's move on. What is attraction marketing though? Like how do I know how to form these posts? Number one, you don't mention your company name or product name. And I know a lot of people do that, or you see influencers doing that, but understand that either the influencer doesn't have to, because they're already influential and they can say whatever they want. People flock to it. But a lot of the leaders in your company that say the company name all the time are getting high fives from people. The comments and stuff that's on their stuff is from people in the company, not from actual prospects, okay? So just because somebody of influence is doing it doesn't mean that that is going to work for everybody. So what you do is you want to create curiosity. You want people to know you. You want them to get value from what you do, whether they buy from you or not. If a post does not make somebody smile, happy, laugh, motivate, inspire, educate, if it does not do something like that for a person, you should not be posting it. Okay? It's no longer value. If the only way that somebody can get value from you is if they buy your product, service, or opportunity, you're missing the mark, and you could be touching a whole lot more people if you provided value. And a lot of people think they understand it, and it's been proven time and time again that a lot of people don't. It's really not complicated. You don't, because the word value, I think, is thrown around so much, people attach meanings to it, and all it is literally making someone feel or learn or do something different than they wouldn't have done if they had not saw your post or your video, right? So in this video, for instance, this has nothing to do with what I sell. This has zero to do with what I sell, but I'm telling you tips that are going to educate you that you can use to build your own business for free. I'm not selling you nothing, because that's what value is, right? So here's some examples. Home Depot puts up a big sign that says, free Kids Crafts Day, September 3rd, right? Who's going to show up? Are the kids going to take themselves? Nah, right? They're going to go in there with their parents, right? Their parents are going to go in there, and they're going to make something, and the chance of them, and it's free. And they're going to have that moment. They're going to remember that. It's going to be a good feeling. Remember the feeling. It's going to be a good feeling. They're going to remember that. It's going to be something that lasts forever because they went to that little class. It's a free class that Home Depot did. But what are the odds of them leaving without buying anything? Very, very slim. Very, very slim. Okay? For instance, say McDonald's decided, one of the ones with the playground, that they're going to have a free party in that playground, and there will be drinks and a couple snacks or something. Bring your kids. It's going to be fun, whatever. It's going to be this date, this time. And there's going to be other kids there, so moms know their kids like to play with kids. They bring them. What are the odds? They're going to get value because they're going to have fun. It's going to be free. There's going to be balloons. The kids are going to love it. They may even watch a movie and not even provide snacks or anything like that. Not that McDonald's is going to do that, but I'm definitely giving them some tips. But if they did, the odds of somebody coming to that without buying something before they leave is very unlikely. Okay? So online is a little bit different. It's not in person. You're not in direct contact with them. So it takes more value for them to want to buy whatever you're selling. I've had people reach out to me and say, literally, I don't know what you sell, but I want to buy it. Why? Why would they want to buy something they don't even know what is? Why? Because they get value from me. They like me. Not everybody likes me. Not everybody's for me. But those people, they get the value from me and they want to support me. Just like your people will want to support you. Because after you've gave them, you've made them smile, you made them laugh, you've motivated them, you've inspired them to take action, you've educated them on things, you gave them tips, you gave them hacks, you've saved them time, you've saved them money, you've done whatever you've done, you've gave them, you've helped them find ways to make faster meals. Moms love that. Anything like that. When you do that for them, they want to support you. They want to see you win because you're giving to them. Do you know how people love to help? We're human. That's what we want to do. We want to help a good cause. We want to feel like we are doing good. And when somebody does something for us, whether it's obligated or not, oftentimes we want to do something back for them. Right? Right or right? Is that right or is it right? Yes or yes, right? It's true. If somebody does something nice for you, you remember it. You remember it and you want to do something nice for them in the future. Always. Always, 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 always. That's how I work. And if you don't, then I'm very surprised. Okay? And so, remember that. If it does not. So let's recap. Who are we talking to? Who's your target market? You. Before you started your network marketing company, your past, your life, who that person is, that's your target. That's who you're talking to because that's who you know the most. Okay? Let's move on up. Okay, how do you know what to post? Who are you? Right? I'm a voice for the underdogs because of what I've been through, what I've gone through, what I've created for my life. That's who I am, right? The people that feel like they're not enough, that's what I am. I am a leader of a makeup team. I love simple and easy, classy makeup. I'm talking for the addicts that's been kicked, the felons that can't get a job. And I'm a mom. I'm a Tennessee Southern mom. So if my posts don't have something to do with that, if I'm not teaching, making somebody laugh, smile, motivate, inspiring them, filtering through those things that make me me, then I'm not doing it. Okay? So what you need to do is find out, pick your 3 to 5 things that make you you, and start filtering through those things what you put out on social media and everywhere. And every single thing that you should do, they should get a good feeling or learn something or take action without having to buy anything from you. If they can get value from you without having to buy anything enough times, they're more likely to buy from you in the long run. And guess what? If they don't, you still sleep so well at night because you know you're doing good for other people. And it's really hard to make money in this industry if you're not doing good for other people. That's what we do. We have to help people to make money. It's what we do. It's amazing, right? So now let's just go into one last little, so nobody's overthinking it, right? Don't overthink it. If you don't know mom hacks, say you're a mom, but you don't know any hacks, Google, right? Say you're a truck driver and you don't know the best headphones to wear that blocks out noise when you're going down the road, Google. Say you're in a health and wellness company, but you don't know any exercises or meal plans or whatever, Google. Say you're in makeup and you don't know the best way to do your highlights, your illuminator or your contour, Google. Google. Okay? You can do that. Google will help you, and it's not shady to say, just like I said, I learned from Ray Higdon, I'm going to put my spin on it, tell you what I do that works for me. There's nothing shady about that. So when you get on, you say, hey, I was on Google, I found these tips, and I think they'd be helpful for you. Here they are, bam, 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 bam. And then at the end, you can be like, hey, I've got 5 more tips if you want them. Number 3 freaking blew my mind. Send me a private message if you want them. Bam, there's a conversation with a human that you wouldn't have had. You're welcome. But when you're typing versus a live video, even when you're talking in a live video, but definitely when you're typing, it's so important. Do you remember the word you? You. You must remember the word you. And I know that people try to be politically correct and they say things like, certain people do this, or, some people do this. You have to speak to your audience. They need to feel, Hank Norman taught me this, and it's a beautiful tip. It has to feel like they are, y'all having a one-on-one conversation. It doesn't matter if there's 100 people, 200, a million who watch the same video or read the same post. They should feel like you're only talking to them. That person that it's meant for will feel it the way you want versus think it's not about them if you use the word you. You. And I'm talking to you. For real. You must use it. Okay? So the next post that you make, I challenge you. And if you do this, let me know that you do. I want to know. I want to even look it up. I'll let you know if it's awesome. Because it will be. If you take these tips and you use them, it'll be awesome. So if you make a post or a video doing what I've taught here, send me a message and say, Michelle, I did it. And I'm going to go look at it. And I'm going to critique it or clap for you or whatever for absolutely free. Okay? For free. Not because I've got a surplus of time that I can be giving away, but because I want to provide value to you. I want to help you learn. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get it? That's what I'm saying. So if you take these tips and you go use them, tell me. You don't have to tell me, but if you want me to critique it, feel free. And I will do that. Okay? I'm not to tell you that I'm an expert in anything. I've learned from the best of the best from the beginning of when I started this, okay? That is how I learned. Trial and error. Having somebody help me. So I want to help you. I've got, it's like you don't know what you don't know until you know. And if somebody hadn't helped me, I wouldn't be able to help you right now. So that's what you should do. Maybe you're a leader or a mentor or something. Share these tips you've learned right now in a video. Right? You learned it. Go tell somebody else about it. Why wouldn't you? Why? I don't know. But for me, and you don't even have to give me credit. I always give credit. But you don't have to. You don't have to. It's whatever makes you feel good, right? I think that you all deserve the best of the best. And so I'm willing to give you some of my time. And for all of you who have checked on me and who commented on that post, I don't want to get too deep because I'll cry. But we appreciate it and we love you, and we couldn't do it without your support. My kids and I, we're just so thankful for each of you. So I will be doing a live, and I will be sharing more details about it as soon as I'm able to talk about it without choking up, and when things are more concrete. But I love all of you, and I appreciate you so much. That's it. So thank you for hopping on. And again, feel free to send this to whoever you think may need it. Because this is way more simple than them buying a course for $100, $200, $500 and then overthinking it for 3 years. I broke this down in just a few minutes, and it's literally all you need. Literally. You don't have to worry any further. That's it. I've built from 125 Facebook friends to, I don't know how many followers I have on Facebook, but I just deleted 2,000 people from my Facebook in June and still have thousands. And then I have a Facebook page with over 1,000, a Facebook group with 1.5 thousand, and then an Instagram that I didn't have when I started that's almost at 4,000. Okay? So this stuff works because I've used it. I'm not telling you something that I've not proven myself and that I don't use every single day. So take it, use it, love it, and if you do use it and you want me to critique it, send me a private message after you do your video or your post, and I will let you know. But if you even if you attempt and you never tell me, Good for you. Good for you for implementing instead of learning and never doing anything. Good for you for trying. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you later.